Let me get that on you.
Funny. Hey guys, miss you, James and Tess. Long time no see.
Ah, hello. Oh,
Oh, welcome to Date Night with the Lunas here on BFAM 109.6. We have quite a bit to catch up, quite a bit to say.
a lot.
A lot to say. But let's start with our sponsor, Felverian University, because we're teaching a class on Thursday, Rope and Romance.
Whoa. Say that again.
I like rolling my R's, Rope and Romance. Doing the sensual way of roping people.
Although I feel like say that Ricky the Rat, or rolling all the R's.
Ricky the Rat rubbed Rocco the... Oh, I forgot. Now I have to go back and watch Oscar again. Ricky the Rat rubbed out Ricky the... Oh, something like that. But anyways, so Fairvalley University strives to provide judgment-free learning experience with every student has the opportunity to learn about sexual health and wellness. And the classes are only $15. And then afterwards, you fill out a survey and you get a 15% discount that's valid until the end of business day on Saturday. So with the amount of toys and ropes that we're going to show you, it's a good deal.
And it's virtual, so you can do it from anywhere, and you can ask questions. You can even ask questions anonymously. We have a moderator that will be taking anonymous questions, and she'll post them. Mm-hmm. So if you're a little shy, you can do that anyway. But I know I have a lot of people who aren't very shy.
No. It's especially our SDC members. I highly think they're any of the shy. So we were off last week because we were gallivanting and traveling. I will start with my travels because I went to a tarot conference. So it was my first one, and it was in Palm Beach Gardens. So I was down in South Florida. Did not hook up with anybody, could not find anyone to hook up with. And I was very, very
disappointed.
I tried my hardest. I was on double list. I even contacted a couple SDC members that were like in the local area, and negative.
You went to double list.
I went to double list. I put an ad in double list, and was
there a picture?
Yes, of course. I put the picture when I went to what do you call it? Seasons 52, that green dress with the boots.
I'm sorry. If I didn't know you, I'd jump on that.
Exactly. Literally. Yeah. Dang it. That's 20 minutes from us. You could have come over for it. Oh my God. I would have. See, I did not know. Now I know for next time I'm there. Yes. I would have totally hands down. But the only bonus thing was I did run into an old friend.
You did?
I did. Yes. Casey, I've known him for 20 years. We've known each other's kids. Technically, I would consider him a sugar daddy if he wasn't a really good friend. Like he owns his own limousine company. He's super well off, super gentleman. Besties. And it was just when we finally got to catch up, I was already checked out of the hotel. And he's like, I would have been in trouble if you still had the hotel room. I'm like, yep. We would have reconnected and had some fun. And it was like, okay, next time. And I was like, fine. And, one thing I do, he's 65, and not to sound morbid, but I do want to get he has a 1950s OBGYN chair. Like the straddles, I guess you would call
stirrups.
The stirrups are very maneuverable and flexible, and you can like really open wide. I really want that one. And then apparently he picked up a couple more toys and things. So it's like, I'm just going to have to figure out another time to go. But on the bonus thing, I picked up a new coaching client while I was down there. Surprise, surprise. So
you've been busy.
I was busy with that. So yeah.
I do have a question then.
Yes.
Because you want the chair.
Yes.
But I've taken out my tools and my doctor's outfit and my speculum. Not your thing.
Oh, no, not as much, but the chair is great to open wide and go down.
Well, I was going down. I was just doing other things before
I got to the living car. No, it's like
I have some nice cold and warm temperature play objects that I would explore you with.
Yes, exactly. You know I'm not too much of a fan of temperature play.
I'm just getting it out there.
I know.
No, you're in for temperature play. Just all has to be warm.
Exactly. None of this icicle.
Warm shower, warm hands, warm lube. You want a lube warmer. That is your biggest Christmas thing.
Yes. I never got my I still have dinner on my lap. Yes. That was like my biggest Christmas wish item is a lube warmer there, because it was like super high tech, and it's like I still want that one. So,
it's like those COVID things where you just put your hand underneath and it comes out, but it's lube and it comes out warm.
Yes,
we need that.
We could probably do that with the massage oil, because it's been cold, but thankfully today's client was okay with the cold hands and everything. So I was like, okay.
You like temperature play.
Oh, Lord. Yes. And then we're just doing the countdown. I have 15 days until I disappear?
Yeah. Tomorrow's the 1st.
Right.
On the 16th, let's go through the whole thing because it's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes.
You're getting on an airplane.
Yes.
Hold on. May I summarize this?
Summarize it.
And flying.
Yes.
First class.
Yes.
To the Northeast, where she'll be picked up at the airport.
Right.
And then taking a 5-day drive back to Orlando.
So I will be back February 20th. So I'm on a road trip with my partner from up north, and the usual, like Angelique, and we're on again, we're off again, on again, off again. So it's going to be interesting. Originally we had one set of plans to go from Connecticut to Washington, DC, and then Hilton Head Island. That was like technically the tentative that we were supposed to be doing. And now it's slowly evolving to a couple other different destinations. He's never been to an adult theater. So we're going to do a stop in Connecticut for an adult theater, which he was kind of whiny because it was like an hour away from where we were planning to stay at a hotel. Like it's kind of like a casino style hotel, Vegas style. So
pretty cool.
And I'm like, hour? That's nothing for us. We're so used to driving an hour to go somewhere.
I drive 40 minutes to get to work in the morning.
Right.
Driving an hour or two is like, we're just going to the beach.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I understand because it's a road trip and we're trying to like enjoy our time together. And I don't think he wants to drive too far off anything, but it looked like a pretty cool theater. I've been to a couple of theaters myself and I enjoy it, but I also enjoy being the center of attention.
So we may end up at Fantasyland sometime soon.
Oh yeah, we have to go to Fantasyland in Tampa.
I just want to make a note. There's someone over on SDC. I will talk to you offline because we had some dates and dates changed.
Yeah, because I was not expecting a 5-day road trip, because it's like Bare Naked Ladies is coming to Mardi Gras, and that is like our tradition. We've always gone
Mardi Gras Universal Studios.
Universal Studios, yes, Universal Studios. So that's like one of our traditions. Like we've always gone to seen Bare Naked Ladies, even with the Demon Child.
God, for 10 years now.
Yeah. I mean, the Demon Child even loves it and sings it. So, which reminds me, I have to remind her, it's like, you got to go with Daddy because Mommy's out of town. She's not handling this, us having significant partners. So it's still a work in progress for the child.
Well, it's something we're all working through.
Right, but I don't know why she gets so conservative. I kind of do.
We don't know where she got a conservative streak from.
I don't know.
But what's really weird is she was completely okay with cheating.
Yeah, she's totally okay with cheating,
but we find this and it's no, that can't happen.
I know. We try to explain open relationships. We try to teach her the right ways, but
kids, they do the opposite.
Right, but Mommy's not also doing the right examples either, so that's why.
That's a complicated situation.
That's an extremely complicated situation because, like I said, I know he's looking for other sugar babies, but he can't have that conversation with me and tell me the truth. I have to like piece together the puzzles when he's doing like the way his conversations go with me on the friggin' phone. But I have to remember it's lying a second nature to him. He doesn't know how to tell the truth.
Wow.
Yes. Hey there, in couple. How are you? Up caps. It's okay. Upper caps. So, that's what's going on. But yeah, nothing. Well, I have a potential date tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
That's true. You do have a new sugar daddy friend.
I think we haven't settled on an agreement, but I found him on sugardaddy.com. So
I didn't know that was it.
Yes,
that's a thing.
That's a thing. Sugardaddy.com.
I don't even know what sites you're on.
And Seeking was the other one, but it's like Seeking. I was like, That's where I found my
What
current
was the other one?
partner.
Ashley Madison. Did that go away?
No, Ashley Madison is not a sugar dating site. It is
Okay.
a cheating site.
Oh.
They kicked me off because I was asking for sugar. Wah, wah, wah. So because they consider that prostitution.
Well, I'm going to go out and throw my opinion, and that is that I think you're gonna stress out the whole way, all the way up to getting on the plane. Once you get on the plane and you land up there and you hug him, it's going to do a 180 in your mind, and you're going to have an amazing time. But I've been wrong before, and I can admit that. But that is my prediction. That because it's a guy you're in love with, you're invested in him, and
yes.
you get very nervous about what might be going wrong.
Oh, yeah. But then at the same token, I'm causing some mischief on the side too. So it's
when have you ever stopped causing mischief in my life?
Because it's like, remember I told you about the sexting guy that lives up in Boston that we were supposed to meet with him when we did, I put my double list. It's like, we're trying to coordinate how to meet up in that little short period. I even invited him to the other hotel, the casino hotel, because what do you call it? It's an hour and a half away from from Boston. So
I want you to know, you call me your pig, because yes, it is true. I am a pig.
You're my piggy wiggy.
But I used to believe like I was piggy up here, and you were. I'm kind of finding we're right around the. No, you're kind of.
Oh, I've always been. I just mellowed out since I was with you. That's all.
That's mellow?
Well, no, I haven't. I haven't done this in God knows how long. It's like, I remember before I met you, like I had like one back-to-back, couple like, hey, I'll see you at 3, I'll see you at 8, I'll see you. Yeah.
So it's, hold on. The new one the new one you're meeting up for the second date tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's the Drew.
There's Drew.
There's
JC.
But
JC's like, I have an itch, come scratch it.
Right. The occasional jackhammer, but we'll even put him off the list.
I don't know. He hasn't responded. No.
But now there's also Boston 2.
Boston
That's
2.
what I'm calling him, Boston 2.
No, I can't remember what. I had to ask him something.
Oh, please tell me you know his real name.
No. Okay, so he did give me his real name, but because we talk and kick, after he set it up, so
it's a code name.
After 30 days, it deletes. So
right.
But his code name is John Smith. So
he's the doctor.
He's the doctor, John Smith. Yeah.
That's what the code name is in Doctor Who. Whenever he goes on, it's always John Smith. So.
Yeah. So
right.
I forgot to ask him if he's a Doctor Who fan. I gotta ask him now. But he's good at sexting. I mean, the sexting is hot. I mean, I haven't even talked to him. Like we haven't done video calls or voice.
Oh, you've been sexting.
Yeah, we've been sexting,
and it's been hot.
It's been hot. It's been really hot, and he's bi.
Now you see.
So
I will say one of the reasons I love doing this nighttime show is it stirs a conversation where I find out more than I normally would if I just ask questions.
What? I divulge
sometimes.
A good majority of the time.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm actually either it's going to be an amazing trip in 2 weeks, or I have, as I know, if I'm the second call, I have money for the airplane ride home.
Oh, I know you do, but it was just like, in Drew's defense, the reason I will call Drew for the plane ticket is because he has not rescued me. He's rescued like his other girlfriend, who's trans, and other friends, like they've had broken down cars, taxi rides that he's shelled out anywhere from $300 to $1,000 just to rescue these people. So
but he enjoys doing it.
He enjoys doing it. That's like his love language, to be the what do you call it? Knight in shining armor. So he hasn't done that with me. So that's why I agree that if I need the plane ticket, he's the one I'll call to get the plane ticket.
Although I doubt you're going to need that.
Okay, I doubt it too.
I really, man, the next 3 weeks in your life, or actually the next 4 weeks in your life, are pretty damn exciting.
4 weeks because of the race. Okay.
Well, he's going to be. Once you drive down, he's down here for another 2 weeks. Right?
Yeah, he's down here for another 2 weeks. Who knows if I'll see him in those 2 weeks or not, because he's going to be spending time with his mom. And like I said, piecing together, I think he's already found another sugar baby here in Orlando. But he hasn't told me yet. I think so too, because I've tracked his activity on WhatsApp. Are you
playing stalker? You are so playing stalker.
I'm Latina. Of course I'm going to play stalker. It's like... That's the whole thing, because he has this tendency. It's like if there's nobody else that he's talking to, he responds real quick. Even if it's a one word something, he goes real. There's always like an immediate response, or he reads the text right away. Okay, when there's somebody else in play, it takes a couple hours, sometimes even the next day before he responds, or he even looks at my text, because that's the joy of WhatsApp. You can see when people's read it. So it's been hysterical. So that's why I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. He has, someone else.
No, what I will say though is I'm talking to Kitty on WhatsApp.
Right.
And it sometimes pops up and I could read part of the message and I'm into it, or it's not something that requires a response. And I will put it back down.
Right.
I'm not in any way ignoring her. It doesn't show as read.
Right. No, it doesn't.
But it's one of those, we both live busy lives. And, I have shows coming up. And you know me, when I get concentrated, I really want to concentrate on something specific. So sometimes I don't respond too quickly, and it's not anything, but it also spans out the conversation.
Right.
So.
And there is my rant for this evening, other than it's less than 14 days till Valentine's Day.
You hate that day.
I hate that day. But I just got an inquiry for someone wants me to do like tarot readings on Valentine's Day. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is like the sickest joke God could ever give me.
So what will probably happen is I'll be looking for a date on Valentine's Day, because someone not only hates Valentine's Day, has the opportunity to make money. So you're gone.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm making bank on that one there. So
who's free for drinks and dinner?
Yeah, we'll see if you could get reservation. Well, Valentine's Day is on Monday, so that's technically the broadcast day.
Yeah, we will be here.
Yeah, well,
I might be here.
Yeah, John might be here, but we're still negotiating, because right now on BFAM 109.6, we're in the midst of negotiating our airtime, because due to life changes, it's getting a little bit too much to do too many broadcasts.
It is getting to be a lot. Also, sponsors are disappearing, and I understand we had some COVID stuff. We're still coming out of that, but people just don't want to spend money. And I'm sorry, this actually cost us money for a while, and we're going to back out. So unfortunately, for a while, Sex Positive Me is retired.
Yes,
we've done that. There will be no more 2:30 shows. However, we will be continuing date night. Where is still up in the debate.
Definitely still SDC at 7:00. We will not leave you, because you are more than invested in what's going on in our lives.
Entertaining.
Yes, they're entertaining, and they're invested in our lives, because especially we can't say, hey, the radio broadcast is done on SDC, when it's like Angelique's going up to Boston and doing a road trip, John and his new partner, and where's that going? I mean, they are so invested.
Yes.
So
I actually, because I'm not usually an on-the-spot person when it comes, because I actually have to sit down and do this. I traveled out to Texas and spent 5 days with a new partner and her spouse. And I sat down and had to go ahead and remember what I did on what days, because it's not in my, I don't remember these little details of what we did then.
Right.
So, excuse me.
But also at the same time, it's like normally when he comes back from a trip, he's already showing me his photos and everything. Yeah, a week and a half later, I'm still yet to see any of the photos.
What's really funny though, and because to be honest, in all our talking, that hurts.
It hurt me. Because you got so excited. It's like, I gotta show you all these photos, and I'm like, okay, okay.
We've been busy, and every time we sit down, we're watching a show. I want to show them to you, and I'm happy to show them tonight. It's not because I don't want to try. But when I came back, there's a couple things I did consciously. One was tell you everything that I could remember, tell you how it went. And I was also very aware of NRE, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to make you feel bad. I want to share this with you. This is being a good experience.
Right, exactly.
And I'm trying to share it with you.
But you're also aware that your NRE is very addicting and toxic.
That's why I controlled it. Okay, I'm getting so many mixed signals
what
from
you. It's
since coming back, did we talk?
I was explaining to the audience like what your past experience is like with NRE. Okay, that's the facts. That in your past, NRE has been very addicting, toxic, and then you don't tell me when it's a female partner.
Right.
That's what you've done in the past. That is why you this time are consciously doing these things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been very conscious of it. I've been
Mm-hmm.
trying to do the right thing. I've been trying to balance this
Right.
and doing it the ethical, of above the board and honest way.
Right.
Have I succeeded so far?
So far, yes.
Okay, I'm just checking on that. So, yes, we can go through. So,
So what? I mean, it's like,
oh, what's this? We got some people. No, there will be no action.
no actions.
I'm getting lasered in on Valentine's Day.
So
No fun for me on that day.
And that was the first day available. Oh God, lasering on Valentine's Day. How romantic.
Well,
I know. As you could see the tension, like with John in regards to trying to tell this story, and I'm just like,
what's the tension?
I don't know. You're like tensing up. I'm just like, go for it. I mean, what am I
Okay,
like?
so let me tell the story.
Right.
I flew out there on a Thursday.
Right.
I got picked up. Now, I completely understand. They've been poly before. They do have other partners, but most of Kitty's partners have all of them have been female, unless it's a couple they're dating.
Right.
So
she has approved to Kitty as her name.
Yes. Yes. Obviously, that's not her real name, unless, of course,
it's her scene name.
It's what I call her.
Right.
Right. Right. She's definitely a cat. I'm definitely a pup.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I got a cold and have sinus issues going on, so I'm trying to speak clearly. But saw.
Yeah. Yeah, saw that. Yeah, trying to break the ice. Yes.
So I went out there. I flew out there to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite state, but I had a good time. They asked if I can come out there and the husband be there. We'll call him hubby at the moment.
Okay.
Because she's never just dated
a guy
before.
A guy, yeah.
In the relationship.
Right.
So I was like, hey, no problem. We got there. He is, of course, working. He works from home. So we spent time just running errands, doing the normal stuff after getting picked up. And she took me to an interesting place called Perky Cups. I think Starbucks should research this. I really think they do. Okay, Perky Cups. Now you get the name of it. All the baristas are in lingerie. And what I loved is when you order it, it's not a venti or a tall or a grande. Do you want a C cup, a D cup, an E cup, or a double F cup? And the double F was a shitload of coffee.
It was the 128-ounce coffee.
I think it was 64. It wasn't quite that huge, but it was still massive.
Yeah, that's still massive. 64 ounces of coffee. Come on, give me a break here. It's like asking for a regular cup of cafecito. Man, that's dangerous. Always cafecitos this big.
No, get the big cup. When you go to Miami, get the big cup and
then
drink
you
it
know
all.
why Cubans swim
Then
across. How they get come to the United States. Oh, we missed Fluffy on Saturday.
He was here.
Fluffy was Saturday. Yeah, but I had clients in town, so which was pretty good. Anyways, continue on.
So anyway, basically we brought dinner home. We all ate together and relaxed a little bit. And that night, it was actually early, I think, probably around 7 or 8. We did an impact scene. And it was me and hubby doing impact and rope on Kitty.
Right.
And they had this really interesting, it was a massage table, but it like reclined and the legs went up. It was interesting. So we brought it in. By the way, at this point, it's like 38 degrees outside. So I don't even want to leave the house. It's freezing. I don't do cold. Had a great time. At the end of it, we got a little intimate. We went off to our room. I stood in the guest room and Kitty went to stay with me. And hubby went to his own bed, their bed. But it wasn't that long because apparently I snore.
We know you snore. That's how I know that you're sound asleep when I hear you snoring.
Now now you've told me that I can simulate snoring to make you think I'm asleep.
No,
I didn't know you were listening.
Oh, I always listen, and it's a particular snore.
It's a particular snore.
Yes, that I know exactly because you have the little light snore that you're kind of semi-conscious, and then you have the really deep snore that you're like, ow. So
a few years ago, you were on a mission to document the smiles of John.
Yes.
Like this was like a Discovery documentary to her, taking pictures of me, letting me know which smiles are good and bad. Now you're going to go ahead and record my snores.
No, because I would have done it like, so many years ago.
Sleep apnea. Oof.
Oh, God, no, yes. But you've discovered that, what do you call it? Nasal spray helped you with your snoring. That's why Kitty could sleep with you for the
Yes.
rest of the weekend.
Yes. Eventually, it wasn't until Saturday
Mm-hmm.
that I got I went to pick up allergy meds thinking maybe they'll help. And I found a spray. I forget the brand name of it. And I did that like an hour before bed. And she was able to sleep with me. But Kitty sleeps silent.
Yeah.
Like one time I'm just staring going, is she alive? Man,
Yeah, highly recommend to get checked on that. Yeah.
I have a deviated septum. I know I have that. So
crap machine will change your life. Yeah. Oh, CCAP. Yeah, I know that.
I know that one.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's too much. Like the whole equipment, because like Drew has that and it drives me insane.
Well, the one thing is, okay, we're not really what I call prissy people, but there's things that will screw up a date. One, cats. We're both allergic.
Yeah, we're definitely allergic.
They had a cat, but it kept its distance from me, and I kept on Zyrtec.
Right.
So I was okay. The other one is...
But you're not that extreme in allergy compared to me. I would have died. I would have literally died.
But I was also smoking quite a bit while we were there.
Right.
Because me and Kitty smoke, but hubby does not.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Just like me. I don't smoke.
You don't. But you let me go outside and smoke.
I let you do whatever you do.
You seem to like the results?
Not one time.
One negative experience, and I've been pounding you ever since. Okay, so understand, I have never done cannabis, like maybe 3 times in college and 3 times when I had this girlfriend in 2008. Otherwise, I've never really done it. I will much rather have one glass of scotch and relax. So now that I got my card, I've tried more. And the first time I tried it, yes, I'm a freaking lightweight. I'm over 200 pounds. I stand 5'10", and I can do a little bit. And man, I was flying in the beginning, at least the first few months of doing it. Because I started in October, right?
Right.
I've gotten it, again, you get adjusted to it. I still do it. But in the beginning, we definitely had an experience where I was way too high because I didn't know what I was doing. And we tried to have sex. And at that point, it didn't work.
No. It did work. You instantly came. I was like, say what? I didn't even get like a thrust or anything. It's just like, whoop.
And this was like 5 months ago. Since then, has it happened?
Because you have not been high. You have not been high when we've been having sex. That's why.
I don't think you know that.
Yes, I do.
We have been.
Yes.
I know I have been. And everything's worked out just fine.
Right. Okay. Continue on.
No,
so Friday, you went and did what? You picked up hubby's girl.
Well, I didn't. We actually stood at home.
Okay.
Hubby eventually went to the airport to get his girl because they thought it would be fun instead of having the 3 of us, which it's kind of weird. The first day was kind of weird getting to know a new partner. Now we met once at a naughty in New Orleans.
Yep.
And then we've chatted since August. So this is like literally our second meeting. And the first day, I admit, was slightly, I won't say awkward, but it wasn't comfortable.
It was awkward there completely, because here you have hubby who's ready to pounce and be overprotective of Kitty because you are the first male partner that she's had that has some kind of like connection, because right now we have not established romantic connection at all. It's just a connection.
We haven't put labels on it.
Right.
We're definitely very...
Snooki! Sorry.
She just loves Snooki.
I love Snooki. It's on my bucket list. I have to go and visit Snooki. Anyways, continue.
So, Thursday night, we tried to sleep together. I snored. I woke up alone. She left. She couldn't sleep. She went and slept over there. Thursday, Friday now.
Okay.
When hubby went to pick up girlfriend at the airport.
Right.
We had some time alone. We made out. We kissed. We really got to talk a lot more and to do it in private. And it was really the first time we got to do that. And it was fun. We really did connect. No one's saying I love you yet. No one's doing that, but we definitely have a connection.
Right.
However, they did buy some cool stuff because when hubby gets back with his girlfriend, we all hang around for a while.
Right.
We eat dinner. And in downtown was Pixar Putt-Putt.
Yep.
I went from Orlando, home of like,
Walt Disney
Disney
World.
and Pixar and all this other stuff,
Right.
to go to a different city in Texas to find Pixar.
Right.
And it was awesome.
Mhm.
We had a great time. It was freezing.
Right.
I really was pulling my hand out, taking a picture, shoving it back in my pocket because I didn't
Because
have
you
any
forgot,
gloves and it was
yeah.
freezing.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up some gloves while you're out there.
We didn't do a whole lot of any type of shopping.
Mhm.
So,
oh, see, I'm notorious. If I'm freezing or something, I will go shopping and get some more. But I have already like started my build up of when I'm going up there, because if we're doing a road trip, like the majority of the road trip is going to be up north where it's still cold.
you already have your Matrix coat.
Yeah, I have my Matrix coat. I love my Matrix coat, and I have sweater dresses, but some of them are kind of mini. So I found some perfect boots that go above it, so they'll meet right where the dress ends. Hopefully, I don't know. I had a special order the boots.
So if you see someone in thigh-high boots, a Matrix-like jacket, and a sweater vest, you may
sweater dress, dress, not vest.
That may be you.
that would totally be. So anywhere, so it's like Massachusetts, Connecticut, I guess New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania,
all the way to Georgia.
All the way to Georgia. Yeah. Oh, the Carolinas, Georgia, and then Florida. I think that's right. And I just discovered Dark Odyssey is happening in Baltimore, Maryland during those dates. So I'm trying to figure out where Baltimore would be on our way, if it is or not.
It is on the way. It's right off 95.
Oh.
You actually have to go through Maryland.
Because Midori's there. I think I'll scare my partner if I do a class with Midori with him. I think, yeah, he would probably get terrorized.
Anyway, we're at the 7:30 mark. Just
yes.
as a note, we're simulcasting on BFAM, on YouTube, on Facebook, as well as SDC, and soon to be Fireside.
Fireside, yes, I know.
However, nice little sponsor we'll throw out there is the Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness. We have been going through hormone therapy now. I'm on my 3rd year.
Yeah, you're in your 3rd year. I'm on my 2nd year.
And we've both lost weight. Our sex life is off the chart. In the beginning, when we get the pellets, she kind of takes advantage of me in the morning. Her quote is, "It's morning wood, it can't be wasted." So she just starts mounting it.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do there. So, but it's also because it's helped me to heal, and I'm running my 2nd half marathon at the end of February, February 26th and 27th, and I'm doing a 10K. So pray for me. Really pray for me, because I don't feel like I'm up to par. Oh, so this coming Wednesday, yay! That's exciting.
We go in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, next week. Next week.
I know I got to go to blood test tomorrow, but that's for something else.
That's for something else. But no, next week we're getting our pellets on the 9th. Trust me, I'm keeping the calendar straight because of my run, because of my training, because all of December I had some like health issues that I couldn't train. So I'm a month behind on my training. So that's why I said, pray for me that I catch up at least. I just want to make sure I don't get to see the balloon ladies. That's my fear. I get swept away by the balloon ladies at the race.
The balloon ladies are the ladies that carry balloons, and then they kind of clear the way out.
Yeah.
So if you go too slow, they basically pick you up and bring you to the end.
Yeah, in the little golf cart.
And all in my mind is I could see Pennywise with a red balloon following people. And that's just some creepy ass shit.
They actually did yellow because of Pennywise. They did not do red. They're doing yellow.
Bullshit.
No, it's serious.
No. I'll join them, and I'll bring my own red. I'll make a big freaking giant red balloon and just start running towards the end of the race.
Oh my god. So anyways,
but anyway, it took us a while. Mini golf went great because we all got to get in an environment. We all got to talk. We all got to complain about how cold it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went back.
But you got to see your favorite Pixar characters.
Oh yeah, the Pixar thing was really cool. I mean, it was not so grandiose like Disneyland or Disney World, but it was a pop-up. Really cool. Yeah, pop-up. Like they actually shove all this in a container and bring it from city to city.
Yes, I guess see where they travel. Maybe we could go to one of the cities and do that.
But that night, Friday night, was the first night me and her really got to play and got to be intimate and got to be kinky.
Right.
Because
but not sexual, just kinky.
It got sexual.
Oh, it did? Okay.
It did because I was doing orgasm denial and she was participating.
Okay.
I ended up tying her from corner to corner on the bed.
Okay.
And I was doing impact on her back, butt, got her on a stomach. But what was the other one I did? Oh, while I had her tied, I had one of the bullet vibrators, and that got really interesting because she's tied. It's right on there, and I'm spanking the pussy, and it was hot as hell. It was really hot. I did not orgasm. She did many times when I let her.
Mm-hmm.
So, So now we're over to Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, yeah.
Again, she had to leave. And I
Mhm.
felt really bad about this because she went and slept on the couch.
Oh God.
She's in her home house. I'm in the one room. I'm in the guest room. Her hubby and girlfriend are over in the main bedroom, and she slept on the couch because she didn't want to disturb them.
Aw.
But I was snoring too loud. So next morning, we get up, we make breakfast, we start heading out to Houston Space Center. Houston's a massive city.
Yes.
Lots of traffic, 24 hours a day. It feels like but it was amazing. Like, it's good to go with a bunch of people who can appreciate it. And I mean, I saw a Saturn V rocket.
Night, Snooky. Thanks for coming on. Bye.
Hey, we got spam.
We got spam. We got the spam. Sleep well, Snooky. See you next time.
So after the Space Center, I did at that point finally get my meds.
Yeah.
So we're going to sleep tonight. We're going to sleep that night. Ended up going and checking into the hotel, which was right on a boardwalk. Like, unfortunately, right down, maybe a block down, there was an amusement park, which had a Ferris wheel. It had a roller coaster. It had all these rides, and they were all closed for repair for winter.
Aw.
So no rides. We never actually made it there. We had dinner, and we went back to the room, our separate rooms. We had 2 different rooms. And that's where things got really interesting. It started off in a hot tub.
Right.
And believe me, when it's 30 degrees outside and you can jump into a 130-degree hot tub, it's fantastic. However, I found the flaw in the room.
What?
Okay. So it's one long room, hot tub, bath is on the other side, closed off. And then the bed's here, and then there was couches and TV and you can go to the outside. Obviously, if you have a hot tub, you don't want carpet.
Right.
So they put a rug underneath the king-size bed.
Okay.
But when you get out of the hot tub, you now have to walk on concrete, which is freezing.
Right.
And run to the bed and dive into it, remembering don't hit the post because it was a rather big hard post.
Okay. So it was a 4-post bed.
It was, not a huge post like ours, just kind of like posted a little bit.
Right.
But enough that if I hit it wrong, could definitely neuter myself.
Right.
Don't want to go ahead and do that.
That's okay. You have a vasectomy, so
I have a vasectomy. I still have a functioning and awesome penis, as I'm told by many people.
Yes, not just by me.
Not just by you, but
nope.
What? You're the one who shows it off at parties. Like, look!
Look!
Anyway.
You and Pig Week and also your other play partner there who like pimps you out too.
That's true. So the good news is I had allergy meds, so I did actually sleep that night. But that's when I actually broke out and opened up my box, my luggage, and put on the pet gear. So she's a kitty. I'm a puppy. We ended up getting into the headspace, chasing each other around the bed. It ended up being definitely got sexual. Yeah. But also a biting frenzy of a lot of us screaming harder as I'm hiccuping because of this. And it got hot as hell.
Right.
I had a fantastic time. We played until we passed out. And then, of course, you wake up at like 9:30, realizing you have to take a shower and be out of there by 11. So it was a lot of running across an empty hallway saying, "You ready? We're ready." Because we had to go wake up across the street, across the hallway.
Right.
But it was hot as hell that night. It was definitely the hot tub, the biting, the kitty play. I don't think I got many toys out that night except for the puppy gear. So just mainly, definitely spankings though. So anyway, we wake up the next morning and all 4 of us go to breakfast. Then we end up walking around. They had a lighthouse there, which was cool. Unfortunately, it's a lighthouse that they don't let anyone in.
Okay.
It was like a faux lighthouse. But I'm like, why is the faux lighthouse you can walk up to and take pictures, but the real lighthouse, you can't get within 100 feet of it? It was really weird. Because remember, we did it once in
St. Augustine.
Ponce Inlet.
Ponce Inlet, yeah.
And that was an awesome lighthouse.
Yes, it was.
We actually got to climb the lighthouse and see the whole place. We went on a nature walk. It actually warmed up a little bit. I took some pictures. We ended up walking around for a while and then heading back. And what's it called? Anyone remember that game called something about Jack? You don't know Jack? Apparently there's an online, like through Steam, there's a game of it. Anyway, we ended up playing these games for quite a bit of the night.
Right.
We lost track of time. The four of us were just having fun playing vanilla games. Yes, it was a vanilla game.
Hmm.
And then we went back to the room, got intimate again. And the next morning, of course, I get up and I have to head off to the airport fairly quickly.
Right.
So, since then we've chatted and
Right.
no,
Because originally you said that you agreed to like give some time to decompress and not talk, but she ended up having NRE and talked immediately.
yeah. And again, I paced my talking and I even told her, I know you're experiencing NRA. And she goes, yes, I am. I said, okay, well, we talked through it and, we're talking and it's not, I love you or anything like that, but we're definitely good friends
Hmm.
and definitely good play partners and having a lot of fun together. But again, I know it was really weird though, because I got there on Thursday
Hmm.
and it turns out Kitty's mother's partner passed away from cancer
Hmm.
and my aunt passed away at the same time.
Right.
So it was a little downer during that time. I know she was kind of a little distracted as well. I kind of felt bad for my mom. I called her up a couple times, just making sure she's okay. But it was really weird. By Monday, they had the funeral. She died Thursday. They did the funeral by Monday, and that was it.
Right.
And I'm like, normally, I don't know. But we had a good trip. Again, I came back, and we were we communicated a lot about it,
Hmm.
and we're continuing to communicate about it. And so far, things are good.
Yeah.
Things have been good. One of the things, though, is she's going to be taking her mom out on a cruise.
Okay.
I forget when it is, but it's going to be a while before I see her.
Right.
Probably towards maybe even end of summer,
Hmm.
because she has other things scheduled, which we know that's
Hmm.
fortunately that's the thing about a long distance relationship
Right.
like that. It's not something that you may only see each other once or twice a year.
Right.
So
I know I mentioned that to my partner and he kind of freaked out. I'm like, okay, but this is like the longest, since we've met that we've gone, almost 4 months not seeing each other. So let's see how that goes. That's why I said it's like, oh, we could do once a year. I don't think he liked that idea. He wasn't too fond of it.
well, I'm
But
trying to be optimistic about all the relationships going on.
mhm.
Even your date tomorrow,
Yes.
I'm very optimistic.
Oh yeah.
If things do falter in any of these relationships, I value the experience,
Right.
and we go on from there. It's I value more experience now, good experiences than things. So
Right. But we've never been like very real materialistic people either. So we've always been like, we'll invest money on experiences, period. Going out, doing, we're notorious for always eating out. And then, go and explore new things. That's what we enjoy to do. It's just taken us quite some time of a journey to get to this point to really appreciate and have these complicated relationships.
and be stable and open enough,
Right.
and be able to hear it without judgment or snapback or degrading, to where we can talk openly about this, and it
Right.
is a very nice and calming thing.
Right. I didn't think I was ever degrading about these relationships.
Well, there were times. You remember how you will tell me that I never meant to hurt you. You know that,
Oh, I know that for a fact.
right? You do the
Yeah.
same.
What do
And
you mean?
there's times definitely.
How did I degrade? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. How did I degrade?
There were times you'd get very aggressive in asking questions, and your aggressiveness sometimes shut me down. And now that doesn't do that no more.
Right. Because my aggressiveness was the whole fact that you decided to make a lot of decisions without really including me or talking to me.
And yeah, and that time I've been trying to go ahead in this one, communicate a lot better, talk about it, and
Right.
be fully transparent with you.
Hmm.
Okay, and I admit there's some things I don't know. I'm not good at nailing down my feelings. My feelings for Kitty is she's someone I very much like. She's someone I would like to spend time with.
Hmm.
Um, I like talking to her,
Right.
but I'm expressing it as best I can. And we decided, look, at this point, we're not really putting a definition.
Right.
No one's calling anyone boyfriend or girlfriend.
No, but
We're
you're
just calling
definitely
each other friends.
but definitely play partners. That
Definitely play partners.
that's the only main label that applies is play partners, because you do respect each other, you do enjoy spending time with each other and talking to each other. So it is like not a romantic emotional connection at this time that I understand, or I could be wrong. I mean, there could be some emotional connection there.
I'd say it's, to be honest, like I say, I have a hard time nailing stuff down, but I'd say it's definitely the start of emotional.
Hmm.
I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to go and I don't know if it's going to grow or it's
Hmm.
going to stall.
Right.
Again, with all long distance relationships, but right now I'm enjoying the connection we have.
Hmm.
So that's as open as I can be, as I know how to.
Right. And, still learning to communicate with me, because, I did get feelings hurt in regards to the biting when I specifically asked that I wanted to be bitten, and you never did that until you were biting, Kitty. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's okay to bite somebody else. But when I put that bid in that I would like to be bitten, it was ignored.
Hmm. I'm not even sure how to respond to that one because, again, we try our best to communicate, but we've had some
Right.
definite hiccups in there.
Right. And in
Um,
your defense, you said you were going through a difficult time and that's why you ignored me. That was your defense. That's what you said.
oh, you mean that? Yes, yes. Someone else bit you. You said you liked it, and I was supposed to catch on that and say that you wanted me to bite you,
Right.
and I didn't catch on that.
No, it didn't catch. I told you. I told you straight up. I would like you to bite me because I enjoyed it. I said that. And if I could go back to some of the broadcasts, I could probably go back to the broadcast where I had said it.
What can I say? I'm wrong. I screwed up, and I'm trying my best. That's what a relationship is: trying to go ahead and make up for past mistakes.
It's, oh my God, it's not making up past mistakes. It's the communication issue.
Hmm.
That, how we're trying to better communicate,
It
and
is
it's like I communicated my feelings. I did not say that you were responsible for them. I just communicated what I felt.
okay. I understand. Am I being defensive?
Yes.
Well, then I apologize. I'm not. It is what it is. I did what I did, and I'm trying to be better at it. And like I say, you can express any emotions you want, and I'll
Hmm.
let you do it, and I'll listen. And like I said, I want you to be happy.
Right, but that's always has been one of our major challenges, is when my emotion vulnerability comes out, because I normally am not. That's why I'm going to therapy and seeing an emotional trauma therapist. So, I mean, we're trying to work hard on that in regards to it. I mean, I'm doing better. I know we focus, my therapist and I, we focus on like my parents, because a good majority of it is family trauma that I tried. So he'll be probably proud of me. Those last few phone calls I've had with my parents, they've been less than 3 minutes, both phone calls. And that's something he told me to work on, something I should do. And I'm like, okay, and that's what I'm doing. And
You've been doing well.
I know that me to express emotional vulnerability with you has always been challenging, ever since we had a situation many years ago that I've been trying to resolve. And at this moment, I feel like I'm back at square one, because you're getting defensive because I'm talking about this on the show in regards to how I felt, what my experience was based on your adventures.
And again, I'm trying to work with the changing situation as best I can. This face is not anger; it's just uncomfortable. It's a face of a fact that I know you're working through it, and it keeps coming up again and again and again, and it is trauma. And I'm just trying to go ahead and just listen. But there's times you've brought these up and listened, and I do feel uncomfortable sometimes when it does it, so I get a little quiet, and it gets taken as me being mad or me being stuff, which brings up your aggression. So I tend to go ahead and in this time, as I say, I've learned to be quiet sometimes and let other people talk instead of talking over them. And you're learning that doesn't mean I'm upset. It means I'm giving you time to talk without talking.
Hmm.
So I'm just being clear about that.
So you're saying that I'm rehashing and bringing up all these things, even though it was should have been a one and done.
No, I'm just letting you know it obviously that situation has come up lots of times in the broadcast. It's going to come up lots of time in the future, and it's just that's what it is. I'm not anything good or bad about it.
I'm talking which situation? My emotional vulnerability with you? Is that it, or
okay. Now I'm a little confused, and this is where things you were bringing up, and it was from what I heard an accusational way that you were upset because you told me you wanted to be bited. That was that weekend. We had a massive miscommunication because you always say you have a whole birthday month. I was expecting a birthday night. Things didn't go well. I just completely shut down at that point and said, screw it all. But I said, okay, it's on me. Those are the way I felt. So I kind of shut down. During that exact nights when I was going through all of that, you said you wanted to be bit. Whatever I had going through my trauma, which is not your fault in the least.
right?
And I didn't remember that and I didn't respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that, again, it wasn't a planned thing. It ended up, I'd go with the sexual situation naturally.
Right.
And it turned into the biting. And that, again, caused, is it jealousy or it was some, I don't know the exact term for it, but since then we've talked about it.
Right.
And we have done other experiences involving biting and me and you because.
Right. So I guess it's jealousy. It's straight up jealousy there because I had something that I wanted for me, but again, it goes back to putting me in the glass box. Because there's oftentimes that you'll do more, simple pleasure things that with your other play partners that you will never do with me because I'm in the glass box.
No, it's also the fact that you like being a brat. And I sometimes have trouble with that when you're fighting me, and then kind of the scene sizzles out and dies. And then you're like, well, why did it stop? I'm like, what do you mean? Why did it stop?
So in other words,
So I'm working with it as best I can.
So you want me to be less of a brat with you then?
No.
Well, that's what it seems to come across because you said, I keep fighting you, and you're like, I'm done.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, I'm not going to be defensive, but I am being attacked. I definitely am being attacked by you in this. It feels that way. You have you have stuff that I think we need to talk about and get out because it feels like you're very upset about it.
Well, no, because it's not the first time you say about me being a brat during playtime. It's not the first time and probably won't be the last time. You prefer someone very submissive in that play, in the BDSM play.
Period. We had a recent scene.
Mm-hmm.
That was what, Friday night or Saturday night? I forget which night it was. I think it was Saturday night when you came home.
Mm-hmm.
And I had cleared out the bedroom, put all the clothes away, brought out candles, brought out incense, brought out the rope, laid it all out for you. When you came home, we talked all about your thing and I listened. And then we went ahead and had I asked you if you'd like to do it. You tell me what you want to do. You pick the toys you want to play with. And we did that. And then we played.
And there was a part that I was being a brat and you were ready to shut down the scene until I stopped being a brat.
You were being a brat to where you put me in a box where I didn't know what the hell to do. That I'm just kind of like, okay, please tell me what to do. Because at this point, everything I'm doing, you're complaining about. I'm not mad at it. I don't know where to go from here. So I literally had to slow down the scene and say, what is it you want to do? Because I don't know where to go with this. I don't know if you're enjoying it. I'm not getting the feedback in this scene. So we had to go ahead and work through that. Yes?
Yeah.
And I was patient and I waited and I explained the situation that I don't know what to do. You backed me into a box with your reactions that I don't know where to proceed. And then instead of getting mad, you instructed me on what to do. And we did it. And according to this, we both had a good time that night.
But that's when I stopped being a brat. That's when we both had a good time. Because you can't handle me being a brat. I have to be a submissive. That's
I don't even know where to go from there.
I
After
mean,
12 years of this, I don't even know where to go from there, baby.
right. No, because that's exactly what happened. Once I stopped being a brat.
But you complain I don't spank you. But then when I started spanking, I started doing that.
And
It was very aggressive to stop. You were being very aggressive.
I was not being aggressive. I was yipping, I was ouching, I was making sounds because you say you need those sounds as a reactionary. And then you were like, you wanted to stop. You're like, you told me it's like, say yellow. And I'm like, no, I know what I want to say.
No,
Yellow
what
and red.
happened was you
I-
were doing the yep and stuff and looking
Yes.
at me. I was being playful, and I said the joke that ouch is not a safe word.
No,
and
you
went
said,
all, no, I know
no.
ouch is not a safe word. And you went all, I'm like, okay,
No,
I'm just
you
going to
did
stop.
not say ouch was not a safe word. It's like, say yellow. That's what you said. That's how it all started, because you said, say yellow. And I'm like, I know what I want, but that's how the conversation started. It wasn't that
I
ouch
don't
is
know
not
if we need to record that. I did not.
Okay. Because that was my trigger. It's like, you're telling me to say yellow, and I'm like, no, I'm enjoying it. It's like you say you want, reactionary, ippy, yippee, and ouch, and it's like,
and in the middle of it, you stopped and gave me a lecture.
Because you said say yellow, and I'm like, I don't want you to say yellow. I know to say red, yellow, or green when we're in a situation.
You took it very personally. You know what to do.
I did, because again, you didn't trust me. You did not trust me.
This has nothing to do with trust.
Yes, it does. Everything that we do in a play is always about trust.
Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and close it for tonight. Or do you feel like talking? I don't know where to go with this. What you're saying about me saying say yellow, I didn't say what I said something different.
You might have said you said something different, but you mentioned yellow, and that like set me out of headspace. It set me off. It set me off. It set me out of headspace. Everything. I'm like, no. And that's what happened and what triggered. And then like,
right, I have to be very careful about everything I do.
No.
Because you said I said yellow, and that's what set you off. I'm like,
yes.
Then I won't say anything. I mean, you go from one extreme to the other is what I'm feeling. I thought we had a good night. Now listening to you, I'm hearing we're not. So I'm not sure where this is.
I had a good night. I enjoyed it. It was fun. But because I said some things, it was not acceptable. Got it.
God, that's a load of bullshit.
What's a load of bullshit?
Look, do it yourself. I can't believe this.
What? All right. Oh.
No.
All right, folks. DC, cut it off. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry.
You have been watching Date Night with the Lunas here on BFAM 109.6. Tune in next week at 7 p.m. for our next show. Have a great night.